how are you? This is Leslie. Welcome to another of my videos, and it's been a while since I last filmed a video for you guys. I think probably like almost 2 months, and like with all of this quarantine going on and COVID, I want to say like I didn't have time to film, but honestly like we all had a lot more time, but I was just focusing on other things in my life. I also like spent a lot of time with my boyfriend, so I was just wanted to focus on having a nice time with him and get disconnected from social media. I also like barely posted on Instagram during that time, which I think like I should have done the opposite and like focus more on my work on YouTube, but it's okay. So today's video I want to show you how I do my lash extensions, and honestly saves you a lot of money. Like I used to spend probably like $100 a month, probably more, on doing my eyelashes, like going to a place and do like lash by lash. So I'm gonna show you how I do it, what I use, and I'm not a lash expert, but so far I've done like my lashes, my friend's lashes, and my mom's lashes, and it's not that difficult. I want to say like personally I feel like the first time was like the hardest, but then after that it's a piece of cake. So if you want to do how I do my lashes and how you can get to do yours, then keep on watching. So first of all, I want to show you the lashes that I use. I use this ones from Lash View, and so far I only have the size D on, and the thickness is 0.15, and then I have this ones that are C and the thickness is also 0.15. I started by just using the D's on myself and on my mom, and then on my best friends I did her size is C, like the curl. So if you don't know, there are different types of curls. I'm going to insert a picture right here so you can understand better what kind of curl you want on your lashes, and if you want a more natural look or a more dramatic. I'm going to say like I think that I have a more dramatic look because my lashes are longer. The good thing about doing your own lashes is that you can modify them to whatever you want without like letting the lash artist do whatever she wants. So yeah, and I also wanted to start trying to do some volume on my lashes, and I've been practicing to do like the fans and grabbing like a couple of lashes with the tweezers, but it's honestly kind of hard, so I just went ahead and bought the pre-made lashes. These are from B&Q lashes, and these are 3D. The thickness is 0.10, and it's also a curl D. And lastly, the last part that I want to show you, it's the glue. This is by Lash. It's a professional eyelash extension, and I just dip a little bit, like I have to shake it for 30 seconds before using it, and just do like 1 drop, and that one will last me for probably like 1 full eye, and then I have to do another drop for the other eye. That's usually when I have to do like a full set. So I will have to like split my bangs so I can work with my eyes, and I don't know if you can tell, but there are like some spaces on, like some gaps on my lashes already, and it's been like a week and a half probably that I just do like refills a lot more often since I do it myself. So we're gonna start out by shaking the glue for 30 seconds. And this is the thing I use to put the glue, but you can be like more professional. This is like the back of my floss, and just put it here, and it stays like this if you don't like clean it after every application, which I think you should. Or they sell like some rings that you can put the glue on, and they are disposable, so like you use a new one every time that you're doing an application. And I should probably like start investing in something like that. I just like, this was the first thing I thought of. You will open it and just dip 1 drop right there. I'm gonna start by applying the volume ones from like this section to this section, and also like depending on what style you want, there's like cat eye, doll, and like a bunch of styles that you can look up on Pinterest. That's also like what sizes you're gonna be using for what section of your eye, so you can look on Pinterest for that, or like just some inspiration on Instagram. I just sit like on the back of my toilet, and then I just like start splitting them up, and I try to look like this way, like upwards, so that my top lashes don't get stuck with my bottom lashes, because that's like super important to do, or like to be careful with. And I started with a fresh face because after you apply your lashes, you can't get them wet for 24 hours and you can't use any oil-based products. So I'm gonna start. This is the other tweezer that I was talking about, and I use this to split them up, and then I take the small one to pick up the lashes. And I just dip the tip of it on the glue, and if there's any excess, I just like wipe it on the same container and get really close to my mirror, and with this one I split them up. And after a few applications, I like to go back with my brush and just brush them out to make sure that they're going on the right way. They probably won't look exactly how your lash artist usually does it because it's a little bit harder, so they will be a little like tweaked or more towards like one side, but don't worry about it. Like once you get practice, they'll look like so much better. And I'm just going in between the volume lashes and the individual ones for my full eye, just filling in everything on my lashes. Doing it in a mirror like this can be a little bit challenging just because you can't really zoom in into your eyes. So if you have like those zoom in mirrors, the small ones, then I feel like it works way better. Okay, so far I'm not loving the volume lashes. Since the thickness is way smaller than the ones I usually use, they don't look that good. They look very, very thin. So I think I'll just keep doing individual lashes for the rest of my eyes. Also, the way I like to apply them from above the lashes, like not this way but this way, if that makes sense. And this is what that looked like right after I finished filling all of them in. And I tried to leave a little bit of hairs in between so that it doesn't look like too much, but you can see they are pretty filled up. The hardest part for me is like the outer corner right here because they're very tiny and very close. And like final review, I didn't love the volume ones just because the thickness is way different to what I usually do. This is 0.10 and this is 0.15, so it looks very different. But yeah, and then like some tips if you're gonna do your lashes is that you can't get them wet for 24 hours. If you can do it for longer than that, probably like 48, that will be even better. And also that includes like not working out, because then like all the sweat, it's also like water that's getting into your lashes. And try to avoid any oil-based products, and you have to like brush your lashes in the morning and at night just to make sure that they are looking really good. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you really like it, and if you do so, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And I know that it's kind of weird that I'm finishing or ending up the video in my bathroom, but here's where I'm doing my lashes. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments or on my Instagram. I try to reply as soon as possible. So yeah, I hope to see you on the next video.